there's a lot of terminology in the industry about open versus closed, and those are tricky words actually because they mean different things.
Yeah.
But there certainly is a level of control that you exercise, curation, one might say,
Sure.
not just in your app store, but in other things. And I'll give you a couple of examples. So Facebook did this Facebook Home thing on Android, and it basically took over the Android phone. And if you were deep, it hasn't done very well as far as we can tell, but it's an interesting idea that Eric Schmidt was at one of our conferences recently and said, it's great, it's fine, didn't break any of our rules, but in effect, by taking over the lock screen, you maybe didn't get to somebody else's service that was down in the phone. My understanding is they came and talked to you about it, and people told me, well, Apple just wouldn't ever let anybody take over the lock screen. And let me just quickly make another example. You did come out with the first sort of modern smartphone. It changed the game. But your keyboard and your recognition, predictive typing and all that kind of stuff, in my opinion, has not kept pace with what has gone on the Android side and some other, and for instance, even the new BlackBerry keyboard, because they allow other people to make keyboard technology. They don't necessarily buy it. I guess RIM licensed it or something, but third parties can actually give you a choice, the user of a keyboard. And some of those people may know more about typing and predictive typing than some of the people in Cupertino. Not always, but somebody may. So have you given any thought to a little bit less control?
Yeah, of course. On the general topic of opening up APIs, which
that's right,
is where you're focused on, I think you'll see us open up more in the future, but not to the degree that we put the customer at risk of having a bad experience. And so there's always a fine line to walk there, or maybe not so fine in some cases. We think that the customer pays us to make certain choices on their behalf. Instead of going in and, I've seen some settings on these phones so that you're deep into the bowels of the thing, choosing this and that and the other and the other and the other. I don't think that's what most customers want. Do some want it? Yes, of course. But is that a mainstream customer want? I don't think so. But will we open up more? Yes. And,
okay. So more features of the, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
We are always.
But there may be more features that will be third-party companies can offer solutions for on the phone?
So would you let the bobbleheads onto your screen just run crazy? The Facebook bobbleheads?
Right now, both companies worked on integrating into the OS, and the feedback that I'm getting from customers is they really like that. That doesn't mean that's an endpoint. I think there's always more that companies can do together. I'm not sure that's one, but I think the relationship between the companies are good, and we'll come up with more and more things to do together.